Alrighty, guys. First leg day back from show day. So this is 3 days after my show, and we are starting the leg day off with the belt squat. Now, you'll notice I'm also standing on a bunch of shit so I can get an even deeper range of motion, and it also improves the resistance profile of the movement because the belt squat is on a lever arm. You're going to get peak tension when the bar or whatever is parallel to the ground. So by raising myself up, we get more tension in the stretch position. Now, this is also my last set of the exercise, so you'll notice I'm only going for 7 reps here. The last 2 reps as well, I was pressing up with my chest just so I can go beyond failure. So I did 5 actual reps and then 2 forced reps. Then we're going to 3 sets of deficit barbell RDLs. Pretty much, I think this is the best compound hamstring exercise. I think you can make a good argument for the Eric Janicki's version of doing the RDLs or whatever, or like a Smith machine good morning, but this is what I like to do. Just like to grab a barbell, stand on a deficit, and do deficit RDLs. I'm still not feeling 100% from recovered or whatever from show day. I mean, I'm only up 2 pounds, so I mean that is a good thing because you obviously don't want a big post-show rebound. So I'm still not as energized as usual, and I am a little bit down on my lifts still, but I'm sure within the coming weeks they'll all come back to me. I mean, it's been 5 days or so since I've actually had a leg workout, but did that, and now we got 3 sets of seated leg extensions, so really doing the leg extensions so we can really target that rec fem, and we're obviously using a nice slow eccentric on all the reps here. I did film actually instead. Normally I film the first set of every exercise I do, but today I decided to film the last set just so I can show you guys like some drop sets and stuff like that. I don't do drop sets on the belt squat and the RDLs just because those are so ungodly fatiguing that I don't know, I couldn't do it. Like my heart would give out before the muscle. It's just so fatiguing, like on the cardiovascular system as well. But on leg extensions and soon after we're gonna do seated leg curls. I do like to do a drop set, just push beyond failure. So you'll notice there, so I went to hip failure to 10 reps, and now I'm dropping the pin, and we're going to go to failure again. I'm only going to get around another like 3 reps, but hey, it's something. It's pushing hard, and this really holds me accountable just to make sure I'm really grinding and pushing really hard, because really that's going to be the main thing that drives growth, is pushing really hard in the gym. And then of course we're pairing that with 4 sets of seated leg curls. In my opinion, the best hamstring exercise you can do because it provides a great stretch on the hamstrings while also hitting all 4 heads, whereas the RDL will only hit 3 of the heads because only 3 cross the hip joint, whereas this one, because we're bending the knee, it's going to hit all 4 heads. And of course, leaning forward, emphasizing on the stretch, and freaking love this exercise. This is actually one of the few exercises where I've maintained my strength. There are a couple exercises actually where I've been able to maintain my strength even though I cut 10 pounds to go on stage. So I believe when I weighed in at the show, I was 133, but that was with clothes on, and actually on show day with like no clothes and stuff like that, I was 130. And like I said before, I'm 132 now. So only gained 2 pounds so far in the next 3 days. Obviously, you know, I got a reverse diet planned or whatever because I don't want to go crazy. You know, I had my cheat meal. You guys probably saw that, but, you know, don't want to go crazy after that. Still focusing on a good, clean, healthy diet. Of course, having my diet soda because no calories, no problem. Anyone who thinks that causes cancer, you're a freaking moron. But there it is, drop set on the seated leg curls, and as you can see, we're training freaking hard on every set. Now, training really hard, but the dumbbell lunge is probably the one exercise where I am not going to take the set all the way to failure and or beyond, because it's so freaking brutal and I just can't do it. I mean, God, I freaking hate this exercise, but it is a great exercise to target the glutes. Now, normally I wouldn't do lunges, but I believe I've said this in other leg day videos. Whenever I do the belt squat, because the weight is pulling in front of you, it's kind of like doing a front squat, so it puts more emphasis on the quads rather than the glutes. So just to make sure I'm getting adequate glute volume, I do an extra set of lunges. So I believe I did 9 reps on each leg, which not too bad. And of course, at the end of the set, which you're about to see, I pretty much collapsed on the floor. And yeah, I was probably being a little bit dramatic when I was doing that, but I mean, I did really want to just freaking take a nap after doing these sets of lunges. And there we go. And the straps were stuck on there, and boom, there you go, collapse right on the floor. And I sat there for a good 2 minutes before getting up again and then doing some cable hip abductions. This is the last exercise just to really target the upper glutes as well. Only 2 sets each leg, but that's pretty much the leg day. So first leg day back, still not at 100%, but we're getting better with every workout, trying to put on some muscle now for the summer shredding show next year. Can't freaking wait because it was such an amazing experience. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.